Hi, everybody. Here's another chapter from my writing. Lee Harris, who is a remarkable channeler, his message is really lovely, and he's lovely. He advised writing down the channeling, even if I get to the point where I can close my eyes and just allow them to speak. He says to continue journaling, to always journal no matter what, because I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but I think that the writing of it is different. It has a different quality than speaking it, or even speaking it and writing it, whatever. So this was the second one, and this one is specifically directed to the Council of Healers. So who are the Council of Healers? The Council of Healers came through at that magical um, soul regression session that I had with Shay Sizzler, who, like I mentioned in the first video, is remarkable and really has the ability to take you deep. And so when I was under, was speaking to my higher self, because you speak to your higher self during one of these regressions, and my higher self was doing a body scan. And we were going through my body, and we had stopped at, my breasts, for example, and they were fine. They were told me, I don't know, some dietary things, I can't remember. And then we got to my liver, and I've had, liver issues because I had gallstones at one point. And so I wanted to, I knew that she would stop it, that my higher self would stop at the liver, and it did. And when we got to the liver, it was hard to put into words what was being seen. And basically there was a hole. There was like a hole with a white rim around the outside. And my higher self, finally, when I was allowing the information to come through, because that's really what it's all about, you have to get out of the way and just allow it. And I went into this hole and went into, like, it was like a wormhole, and I went through some kind of space, and there before me was this uh, white light, and they were like columns of white light, and there were like maybe 6 or 7 columns, and it looked like a little bit like an instrument, and there were like these rainbow lights sparkling on the top of it, and I was like, what is that? And so and Shay was like, well, what are you seeing? And I told her, and she was like, well, ask them who they are. And they said they were the Council of Healers. And I was like, they're the Council of Healers. And I was like, oh, wonderful. And then the next thing you know was like an instant. All of a sudden we went back up through the wormhole and into my heart. And my whole heart area just expanded so wide. It was just, I can't begin to tell you the how I felt it in my physical body, and apparently my other bodies, the bodies, your etheric body or auric body, all the different bodies you had, all of them felt it. And it was remarkable. Okay. And she asked them a couple of questions. And then in our next session, because she had asked them if it was okay to continue talking to them, and they had said yes if I agreed. And I was like, sure, why not? And so we had another session, and I did get to speak to them again. So it was like, okay, so do I want to continue speaking with this Council of Healers? Does this really work for me? Am I channeled material at this age in my life, at this time in my life? It just seemed like maybe I was supposed to feel this 30 years ago. Not the point, because life is always changing. You're always evolving. And when did I decide that? And then I realized recently, I've always listened to channels. Ever since, I read about Edgar Cayce when I was 10 years old. That was a channel. That was a pure channel, and he was remarkable. I was fascinated. And then Seth. Then I discovered Seth when I was like 15. And then there was Abraham with Esther Hicks. And so I've always listened and listened to their guidance. So to step into that group of phenomenal channelers, I would be honored. I literally would be honored. So let's get to the very first channeling I had with them, speaking directly to them, and not to like the first one where I talked to my soul. I spoke directly to the Council of Healers. So this was October 18th, 2020, and this was at 12:32 p.m. Dear Council of Healers, what do you want me to know in this moment? What is your message? There are many who are lost. There are many who are creating physical pain and psychological pain You have the keys to help them, and we have the keys to help you help them. If you will allow us to speak through you, to energize the space around and through you and them, we can accomplish the aforesaid miracles. We can speak, we can direct energy, we can commune. You are opening your vehicle and it is ready. The best time to continue communicating with us is after your morning meditation, for you are open and already connected. You mustn't fear the energy of our connection, for we are love. We know exactly how to open the pathways that you agreed for us to open. Long ago, our agreement was to create this connection and facilitate the level of healing required for so many during this momentous time in history. As soon as you open your heart space more and receive us, more and more people will come for this connection, for their healing. You know this to be true. Continue to work with Shay. Continue to write, for it is creating a clear and defined means for you to feel safe and for us to envelop you in the love of our connection. All is well. You are safe, prosperous, abundant, and never alone. That is all for today. So, that was, I just got chills at the end of that. That was like a little nudge from them saying, yes, that is us. We are here as you read. And I mean, what can you say to that? It's like, it's so clear and so, once again, loving. There's an air of nurturing. There's an air of gentle guidance. Um, and, and knowing, there's a level of calm that comes over me because I know that they're there. And everybody has guides and angels and perhaps groups as well that are guiding them, that are there for them. That we are never alone. And this kind of like continues to confirm that. And this first writing with them, it gives me clarity. So even though I can probably just speak this and just close my eyes and go to that space, it's really nice to read it, and it's nice to go back to it and go, oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, this is and how perfect for this time in history, 2020, the year of COVID-19, the year of our election, and so many multi-layered um, chaos and crazy. So what a perfect time to have this kind of reassurance, this kind of caring, and and as you hear it, whether it be now in 2020 or in another time, to remind you that we're not alone on this plane. That's an illusion. And so yeah, there you have it.